14. Photosynthesis, the source of food for life. To survive, humans need not only air, water, and salt but also need to absorb nutrients, mainly carbohydrates. Where do carbohydrates come from? They come from photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which plants and other organisms use light energy to convert carbon dioxide and water into the nutrients they need, specifically carbohydrates. The human body cannot conduct photosynthesis, and neither can any other animals. Photosynthesis mainly occurs within green plants. Therefore, humans must rely on green plants. Photosynthesis can be briefly described as follows. When sunlight shines upon the leaves of plants, it will be captured by chlorophyll in the cells of leaves. The light energy captured by chlorophyll will decompose the water entering the leaves via roots into hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen will be released through the pores on the leaves, while hydrogen will be kept within the leaves and will react with carbon dioxide entering the leaves via pores on the leaves to form carbohydrates. The vigorous carbohydrates will spread in the plant cells through veins and enable the absorption and growth of plants. The most common type of carbohydrate is glucose, which will combine with nitrogen to form amino acids, proteins, and nucleic acids needed by life. Nitrogen is carried inside plants mainly through the water absorbed by the root systems of plants. Because of photosynthesis, part of the carbohydrates formed inside the plants will be supplied to the plant itself, and the rest will be stored in the leaves and fruits. Humans and animals absorb carbohydrates by consuming the leaves and fruits of plants. Carbohydrates are compounds composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. Sugars, glucose, and fructose are simple carbohydrates, while starch and cellulose are relatively complex carbohydrates. The molecules of simple carbohydrates contain only a few carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms, while the molecules of complex carbohydrates have many carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. All the food we eat, fundamentally speaking, comes from photosynthesis. Without photosynthesis, there would be no humans. Some people argue, I do not rely on plants and can survive only on poultry and domesticated animals, so I don't need the photosynthesis of plants. The problem is without the photosynthesis of plants, there would be no poultry and domesticated animals, as they rely on plants for survival. Of course, we can survive by eating fish, but fish also rely on the photosynthesis of algae and some protists. From a natural point of view, only plants can make food. Animals and humans cannot make food themselves because their bodies do not have the elements for photosynthesis. In addition to providing food for itself, animals, and humans, the photosynthesis of plants has a tremendous function, the absorption of carbon dioxide and the release of oxygen. If plants did not make oxygen, animals and plants would have died out long ago. If plants did not absorb carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere would exceed the norm, and the greenhouse effect would worsen, and the temperature of the Earth would be too high for humans and animals to survive. Do you think that the photosynthesis of plants begins and happens incidentally?